All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we've had a pretty good Thursday. It's Thursday, February 5th at just past noon, and we made our first 100% gain on the account. So our account is sitting at $10,000. We made 3K last night's Asian session and including today's New York session. So about 20 points within this future session, which is really good. Honestly, the run up today was really good. We made a lot of really high quality trades. And today's going to be mostly live footage. I recorded my entire session, so I'm going to cut some trades out of it, and we're going to do commentary over it, and you're going to see some of these trades. But I'm probably going to take tomorrow off again because we had such a big run up, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy at the progress we've made. And, this is, again, emotional, psychological management, but you don't really want to be trading when you're feeling good, when you're feeling a high. And despite, the amazing results that we've had the last 24 hours, I think I made a few mistakes. Just briefly, I'll explain. So what ended up happening is we had this big market sell-off, and then we entered this area. And what I did is I drew a volume profile around this area, and we were taking mean reversion trades for a lot of it. But then it was very clear that the market was looking for a higher swing up. We had multiple pushes down without a lot of follow through. And so what ended up happening is I was looking for a swing trade. And since we had such big profit on the Asian session, I wanted to risk some of that profit for a bigger swing up. And honestly, we could have had even crazier gains today, maybe around 5K, 6K. But what ended up happening, as you can see here, is we did capture this move up back to the POC. This was a good trade. We entered here and we were looking for a swing even higher above this area. And as you can see, we went long here, and our stop was down here, and we got stopped out. Again, we had another great bar, went long again here, and we were stopped out here again. And the same thing happened here, which the mistake I made, which, I mean, realistically, like, you would never know this, but I'm being very strict on the risks since it's a smaller account. But if I entered here, instead of putting the stop right here at this level, what I should have done is I should have put the stop here, because this is more protected. As you can see, there was big buying occurring here, and this buying level was backed up here and here. And again, you can see there's more buying here. So if I put my stop here, I would have saved 1, 2, 3 stop losses, which dug into our profits a little bit. But again, we ended up taking the long here, and we swung it all the way up to here, which was a huge profit. This trade was great profit. And we have live footage of that. But yeah, these stop losses were a bit bad, but again, we were risking the profit that we already made on the Asian session. So emotionally, I was okay with it. That's just how you trade. What you want to do is you want to build profit for the day and then risk the profit if a setup occurs. It's very unfortunate that these swings down, they stopped us out. So 1, 2, and 3. It's actually very unfortunate. Any of these could have just started moving up. But as you can see, we did catch the trade here. We went long here and got out here, which was a good trade. But yeah, some mistakes were made. I think I was too strict with my risk, and we got stopped out a few times. So why don't we, today's gonna be all live footage pretty much, and I'm gonna comment over it. But yeah, tomorrow I will probably take off. I'm gonna just chill for a little bit, go to the gym, and then we'll see, but probably take tomorrow off. So let's go through the stats. Again, this is the stats for the entire account. Started January 21st. And we are, I think now we're 9 days in. So we're looking pretty good. So let's look at some of this. Like this was the largest winning trade that we made today, 2.5K. Again, we had those 3 stop losses, which were very annoying, but you know, we have our largest winning trade is more than double largest losing trade, so that's fine. Again, standard deviation of winning trade is a lot higher. So when we lose, you know, about the same amount. We're increasing our size, so that's causing some of the losses to be bigger. But what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna stay with 3 contracts for a little bit, maybe until 12K or 15K. I think it's a psychological level, another level that I need to break because the account is so small. So I'm feeling comfortable with 3 contracts at the moment. And let's see, like another interesting thing is longest winning trade time, 33 minutes. Largest losing trade time, 14 minutes. So obviously when you're wrong, you want to get out. And when you're right, you want to be right. Average winning time, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Average losing time, 1 minute, 36 seconds. Everything has to be weighted on the winning side. You want to be right more often and go for bigger profits. So here's the equity curve. So we were honestly, I mean, if we didn't take those 3 stop losses, so there was 1, 2, this was break even. So 1 stop loss, second stop loss, and third stop loss in here. I think there was 1 other small losing trade, but with this entire gain up would have just been, we would have been so much higher, maybe even 7 or 8K. But you know, it's a bit annoying, and this is why I'm happy that we had a good day, but I'm conflicted because had we used the proper stop, we could have avoided some of these stop losses. But that's okay. You know, more learning for me. Every single day you trade is a day that you have to learn and be critical of your own decision making. And I think I learned a lot even from a day like today. So that's good. Winning trade percent, we're still sitting around 66%, which is fine because our biggest winner is bigger than almost all these losers over here combined. That's okay. As you can see, there's a huge right skew because of that 1 swing trade we had up today. And there's even on the right end, these trades are a lot bigger. So like if you look at like 750 onwards, these are a lot huge trades. And then here, if you look, they're just smaller. So, you know, all these winning trades cancel out the majority of this. And then these huge trades will cancel out that. So we're looking pretty good on that front. And again, we were trading, if you watched my strategy video yesterday, we're trading for bigger profits because the volatility is very, very high. And yeah, we're trading pretty big size in terms of stop losses. Just what you have to do. And as long as you don't get emotional, you'll be fine. But these are the stats. I think that I am feeling like a bit euphoric because, you know, we had such a big run up the last 24 hours. So we came into back from London with the account around 7,000, and we had 2 days. So again, my hard stop for any given day is $700, $750. And we had 2 days where the first day we had a loss of 512, and then we had another loss of 700. And so I stopped trading Monday, Tuesday, losing days. But then we came back with a vengeance on what was it, yesterday? So February 4th. So if you look at this, so after having a little bit of drawdown, we came back February 4th and we climbed from being a little bit in drawdown all the way to right here. And then because we traded the Asian session, we had a smooth run up, and then we were able to risk some of this profit on this specific swing trade, which is again a little annoying that we had to hit stop losses before we got there, but we risked the profit, which is completely fine. Never going below that where we started, the $700, and we ended up higher. So I think there was good management in terms of the winning trades. Maybe the stop loss, you know, that's a one piece of management that I think I can learn from. And again, you want to learn. But we are looking pretty good, 100% up on the account. So we have 2x'd it. again, the goal is 10Xing the account, and we're going to keep moving along. So I think that, yeah, that's enough for this recording. Today is going to be mostly live footage, which I think you guys like. And if I think of anything else to add, I will make another clip. But thank you again for joining me. It's been a nice first 100% up. We're going to keep pushing the account, making more gains. And yeah, we will see you guys in the live footage. All right, so what we're looking at in this first trade is purely an absorption trade. For a beginner, I think this is a little bit more risky, but you can see we're getting a two-legged pullback up with absorption there, right there. You just saw big selling absorption. This bar is going to turn around. And so the sellers are not able to push the price down and they're getting rejected. There was also some buying a few bars ago. So we're just looking for a 1 bar scalp to around the moving average. The limit order is higher up because in the case that the market rallies very sharply, we want to be able to get out with a more sizable profit. But we're looking for a 1 bar exit, which we're gonna get pretty shortly here. This again is more of a risky trade. It's very contextual, but as you can see, we start pushing up and we get out near the high of the bar. So this next trade, the market tried to push down and the sellers failed. So we're looking for a quick scalp to the high of the range. And again, you can see this market, I mean, this rallied so quickly. It was a 30-second trade. In here, this is the market again trying to push higher off of failed selling. You can see that big selling order coming in. We are looking again for a POC trade. So the midpoint of the range, the highest traded price of this area. And we're using an improper stop here, but this is again contextual. We're using the failed selling orders of the bears to protect our trade on this in this example. And a quick little scalp here with buying to the POC. So here is this is an interesting series of events. You'll see again how we got trapped and how we had to re-enter. We are looking at again failed selling after breaking the most recent low with buying coming in. So we are looking to simply enter here, and we're protecting ourselves in the beginning at the bottom of the range. And we're again looking for a test of that POC or a swing higher. We start to pull back here, and I think that we may have entered a little too quickly, so I'm reducing my risk, which, you know, if I was on my normal larger account, I could have taken the risk, but we're trading a smaller account with big size. Just want to be very tight with our risk. Unfortunately, we just get stopped out here, but you will see that we quickly just re-enter. And again, beginners probably shouldn't be doing that because, you know, you don't want to re-enter at points that, you know, that you previously lost on. It's better to wait because you don't have the screen time and the awareness. But you'll see that we start pushing back up, and we are in this trading range with the POC above us. We just re-enter pretty simply here. And as you can see, this trade ends up going our way. Again, if we use the proper stop loss, we wouldn't have even been stopped out, and this we could have been up even more on the day. But you'll see how this plays out. Again, the target price is higher. We're a little worried, I think, here as I was trading it about the the moving average, the EMA, but we start to move higher here, and everything ends up okay. Yeah, so that moving average is forming a little bit of a resistance, but we move up sharply. And again, we're looking for a single big bar exit, which is a climactic bar. Or, so as you can see, we're starting to move up sharply. I think here we do pull back. I'm thinking about exiting because it's such a climactic bar in a bear channel. But we have the moving average below us now, so we've pushed through that. So prices should bounce on that moving average, and we're looking for at least one more swing higher. This is a very common pattern when you're breaking out of a lower area. So on a lower time frame, this would actually be a failed second entry short. As you can see, this is our first attempt down. We just had our second attempt down. Actually, we'll get our second attempt down here. So on a smaller time frame, this is just a second entry short failure, and we look to just exit on the out of that. So here, this is one of the losers for the day. This bar was really big. So this actually was, I mean, there was quite a bit of risk on this trade, but we are looking again, at this point, we are looking for more, we're looking for swings higher. And I actually don't really like this trade looking back. I think that we're using an inside bar, and we're trying to, yeah, it just, I probably shouldn't have taken this trade. We also have a big sell-off of the previous climactic bar. So this is probably just a mistake looking back at it. We're going to get stopped out. Pretty big stop loss on that. But again, we had a great Asian session, so not too triggering. Again, we're looking for a bigger swing up. So you can see here my limit order, profit taking limit order is a lot higher. So what we are trying to do here is get a bigger swing up once we've confirmed that the selling has been absorbed and the buyers are exiting or are entering the market. So what I'm trying to do here is we've had such a big move up, and psychologically, you want to protect your psychological state. Once you get into big profit like this, you want to limit your risk or at least get out break even, so it doesn't impact your mental game for the next trades. So we got this big move up, and as you can see, I placed my stop loss at break even, which is a very annoying thing to do, because you really want to be capturing profit. But you know, we are looking for that bigger swing up. We know it's going to be coming just based on you technically don't know anything, but like, you know, just based on context, there should be a little bit of a rally here after multiple attempts lower that have failed. And here you can see we just have our stop at break even, and unfortunately this wasn't the beginning of the trend. Otherwise, you know, we would have saved the subsequent stop losses. But so you can see we get stopped out here, break even. So here is where the trend really started. And again, a very unfortunate stop loss. This was a beautiful entry. On any other given day, this might have been a great entry. We had a perfect 2-bar double bottom, and we are looking for that bigger swing up. And as you can see, we start to accelerate extremely quickly right here. But then again, the market comes back down. So I'm going to fast forward. The market comes back down, and we get stopped out. And we didn't even have a chance to get back to break even because it was just a 2-bar up and down, which is very unfortunate. And then finally, right after that, we have, again, a re-entry. This is more advanced, obviously, but like, you know, when you understand the context of what the market is doing, you're forced to do this. There's a lot of traps, but as you can see, we had absorption of selling, and we are quickly, this is the trade that ended up working. Very annoying that we had to look for this trade after many attempts higher. It's just sometimes the market does do this. You know, there's a lot of sellers that are getting out break even. There's a lot of buyers that are entering with limit orders below the most recent low. I'm going to fast forward here. This is where we ended up exiting. We're looking at 15 points of profit, which is around 2.5K, 2.2K. I think we exit around 17 points, but we're still in our mind aware that the market is in a trading range. So we do want to be careful of that. So as you can see, I'm going to lock in profits here by dropping my stop loss above our entry. So we're locking in profits, and then I'm worried about this bar reversing sharply. So we end up getting here in what's seeming to be a trading range. In this trade, we just had a basic micro bull flag, entered on that. we had huge absorption of selling, of buying, so we just exited. And then the last trade of the day was just a mean reversion trade, looking lower. This trend started to look not as bullish, and so we're just looking for a quick scalp. And again, in the case that we fall extremely sharply, we have our limit order further back, but we're looking for a single bar exit on this, just 1 bar of profit. And as you can see, we get a 1 bar profit and we exit. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this video, and catch you guys in the next one.